She was hit and fell to the ground. Now, the victim is identified as 17-year-old Kemari Childress. Her family confirms that she was killed in this shooting. They say that she recently graduated and would have turned 18 years old next month.
"17-year-old Kemari Childress was an outgoing, loving, hardworking, and bright young girl who worked as a pharmacy technician at a local CVS pharmacy. She recently graduated and was excitedly looking forward to her upcoming 18th birthday and all her future had to offer. No one could have ever imagined that what was supposed to be a normal workday would quickly turn tragic. Around 2:30 p.m. on February 27th, Cape Girardeau police responded to a CVS pharmacy at 2161 William Street for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would locate an adult male and an unresponsive teenage girl lying in the parking lot.
It's a shooting that happened in broad daylight here in the CVS parking lot around 2:30 this afternoon. Officer Bobby Newton with Cape Girardeau Police tells me 2 people were shot. We do not have information on their condition, but Newton says they were transported to the hospital. There are no suspects at this point. Police say they're still investigating and interviewing witnesses.
The victim was identified as 17-year-old Kemari Childress, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene after succumbing to a gunshot wound to the head, just days before her 18th birthday. A 53-year-old construction worker who was working nearby was also shot in the hip and sustained non-life-threatening injuries. According to a probable cause affidavit, Kemari was leaving work and began arguing with 3 individuals inside of a red vehicle. As she tried to walk away and enter her own vehicle, a male, quickly identified as Kemari's ex-boyfriend, 20-year-old Tramarion Jones, exits the driver's side of the red vehicle and begins shooting at Kemari's vehicle. She then gets out of her car and tries to run away from Jones when she was struck in the head and collapsed to the ground. Jones then gets back into his vehicle and flees the scene. Police collected a total of 6 spent casings from a .40 caliber firearm. Around 8 p.m. that evening, the major case squad identified Jones as the person of interest along with his vehicle. Officers attempted to make a traffic stop near Woodbine Place and Themis Street, with Jones leading police on a short pursuit before 3 individuals ran from the car. Police were able to apprehend Jones and 20-year-old Zamia Smith. 21-year-old Unique Kane escaped temporarily, but was arrested a short time later. Roughly 10 minutes after the shooting, Kane actually returned to the crime scene, reaching beyond the area taped off by police tape to retrieve a cell phone from the ground. After initially telling police that the phone she went to retrieve was hers, she later admitted that the phone belonged to Jones, leading police to believe she retrieved the phone to prevent officers from collecting it as evidence. She then described the weapon used in the shooting as a small black handgun that Jones had been carrying with him all day. Jones would subsequently confess to the shooting, claiming that he was only firing because someone was shooting at him, a statement quickly determined to be false after combing through surveillance footage and witness accounts. Now, although an actual motive has not been revealed, a look into Kemari's Facebook page sheds some light as to what possibly went down. You see, Kemari was in a previous relationship with Tramarion as recently as February 2023, according to timestamps on Facebook posts and videos. Just 2 months later, she would post photos and videos of her with another unidentified male who she appears to be in a relationship with.
Kemari, nigga.
It's Kemari and KY.
During that same month, April 2023, Tramarion sends her a bunch of texts, which she posted to Facebook, pleading that she take him back. She continues to mock him underneath the post, even tagging him in some of the comments, underneath the name Trigger Trey, a name that he would in fact live up to in just a matter of months. 20-year-old suspect, Zamia Smith, can also be seen commenting underneath the post. This may have been the beginning of the built-up resentment Tramarion had towards her. In the months that followed, Kemari will continue to post pictures of her and her new boyfriend as recently as December of 2023. The animosity towards Kemari was still apparent in a post made to Facebook just 2 days before her murder, where Trey says, "F that B," after an automated Facebook post told him that his soulmate was his ex. News of Kemari's murder spread rapidly throughout the community, leaving many heartbroken and confused. She was just starting her life. So many things to see and achieve, all taken away in just a blink of an eye. One of Kemari's frequent customers made a heartfelt post to Facebook stating the following: Prayers and sincerest condolences to the family and friends of Kemari Childress. She was so sweet and the person I preferred talking to at CVS. I didn't know her personally, but she made such a huge difference in my health and healthcare maintenance. I'm so profoundly sorry. When the quality of your life depends on medication daily, the people you deal with at pharmacies make it so much more bearable. I feel devastated about this, and I'll miss her tremendously. A balloon release is scheduled for March 5th at Cape County Park South on what would have been Kemari's 18th birthday, with the theme of yellow and black, Kemari's favorite colors. Her funeral is scheduled for March 9th, and she will be laid to rest at Greenlawn Memorial Gardens in Springfield, Missouri.
Close family friends of Kemari Childress say the family is distraught, and they want to know why.
It's tough, for real. When it hits home like this and it hits close like this, it's not easy because you see one of your fellow, family members hurting.
Kwaku Arkaful is co-owner of Be Chosen Academy, and he tells me hearing the news about 17-year-old Kemari Childress is devastating. It hits home for him because he is a close friend of her parents.
No parent should be burying their child, that's probably one of the toughest things to do as a parent.
The heartbreaking news comes after Kemari was shot and killed in front of CVS. One other person was also injured by a bullet. According to the Cape Girardeau police, these are the 3 people arrested and charged. Tremarion Jones with Class A felony murder in the first degree and other charges, Zamiah Smith with hindering prosecution, and Yannick Kane with tampering with physical evidence. He says Kemari's parents are close friends, often coming to his gym. He says Kemari was a girl who was full of life.
Very polite and very nice to us and kind to us.
As the incident is still fresh, he says the feeling a mother must have from losing her daughter is unimaginable.
She's struggling right now, so for everybody that's out there that knows her, and you don't know her, definitely be praying for her family.
20-year-old Tremarion Jones has been charged with first-degree murder and 3 counts of armed criminal action, unlawful use of a weapon, felony assault, and resisting arrest. 20-year-old Zamiah Smith is charged with hindering prosecution and resisting a lawful stop. 21-year-old Yannick Kane is charged with tampering with physical evidence. All 3 suspects are being held in custody on a no-bond warrant. They each appeared in court on February 29th for their initial arraignments, with Jones scheduled to reappear in court next week. The motive behind the shooting is unknown, and the case remains ongoing.